After the tragic event last time, we finally begin right at the very top of a skyscraper once again. It was pretty demoralizing for a total of 5 seconds before we were thrown right back into a fight for survival. This time though, things were going to be different, as I carry over all of the experiences from our previous life, starting as Wilfred Wiggles rather than Buford Biggles. And my new big strategy is pretty simple. Use the rooftop balcony to launch as many zombies down below. The less I need to kill with my bare hands and weapons, the better I'll be for later. In order to do this in a pretty quick way, I became as loud as possible for my first day, shouting and firing off stolen guns to lead zombies right off the balcony. And this was quite literally the entirety of our first day. We did this on repeat, going through hordes of undead, finally heading upstairs to the penthouse to take inventory. Surprisingly, we had a bit more food than last time. Seizing the moment, I cooked up the food, barricaded the penthouse, and went to sleep for day 2. The next day was still uneventful. I walked downstairs, drew attention with sound, and used the balcony roof to throw even more zombies off. I'm not too sure if it was killing them, but at the very least it was breaking their legs to make them easily killable later. Of course, the zombies that I didn't throw, I made sure to steal any jewelry and trinkets on them. Overall, it was pretty exhausting work, but I was determined to make the pipe dream of escape a reality. During our raid, we even got an extra hatchet off a dead zombie. Sadly, there was another hatchet that I had to pass up because the zombie was too far into a massive group. Unsurprisingly as well, the entire fight to the 20th story was as tough as before. My schedule was pretty darn simple. Wake up, attract and fight zombies, and any group larger than 5 we used the balcony for. The real big highlight though was that one of the corpses had a Chevalier dart key on them, a potential means of escape after I leave the tower. The only problem is that I have no idea if the thing even works or has gasoline. It would be a big gamble. No other real events happened the entire time, it was pure work. And finally, after 6 days, we had fought our way down to the bar. It took a lot of work and some window cheese, but I thought this was a good point to return into the challenge. We killed less zombies compared to before, but I think our new strategy worked out very well for us. Let's continue. And with that, you should be hopefully caught up to our current situation. It definitely took a little bit, but I'm glad we're back here. And I have to say, we have been filthy for around 6 whole days, killing 183 zombies. Definitely a lot less than before, but I attribute that to literally launching off every single zombie we've gotten up to the roof. And yeah, our goals are just about the same. We need to escape all the way to the bottom and collect any jewelry on the way so we can leave with a hefty profit. I will say we are still a little bit behind schedule because I haven't fully cleared out the 9th story. So we'll definitely have to do that later today, but I think we've earned ourselves a nice little wash. Oh, never mind everyone, the water has went out. That is a bit of a change. Really, on day 6? Well, I guess it's not the power, so I don't really want to complain too much. That definitely does suck though. Instead, I'll be grabbing a bottle? A bottle of water is what I mean. And I'll be helping myself to half of a tub of ice cream. Delicious. It's not going to completely make our hunger go away, but we're at a good enough spot to actually head down and kill some more zombies. And once we do reach the bottom area, I can go loot the kitchen to see what kind of rations we will have for the rest of the series until we reach another restaurant, which is going to be quite a while. If there's any zombies on the way, we will introduce them to our brand new boots. I already hear a lot. Good news everyone, those zombies are now past tense, and if you saw earlier, this bikini lady right here was crawling on the ground, and I attribute that to the fact that I've launched so many zombies off the rooftop, so it means a good chunk should hopefully be dead, and I'll actually be able to loot the lower levels now. Before I head down any further though, because I still do hear zombie moans, we are going to rest up and continue forward. Resting for about 30 minutes, I think we're good to go ahead. Oh yeah, there's 3 more zombies down here, let's lead them up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go give it a couple of shouts and use the strategy I've been using for a lot of these zombies. We're gonna run around in circles, shout a bunch, lead them up the stairs, and finally, once they're there, we can just throw them off into the void. Maybe we'll see these goobers later in the episode. Haha, see you later. Hopefully as dead corpses at the bottom of this ridge. And I do think the reason why we've been seeing so many zombies so far is because we are approaching that ridge where I dropped off a lot of the dead in the first episode. If it is the same group of zombies, by the way, I think the second throw off a 10-story drop should be enough to kill them. I mean, look at the condition of these zombies so far. This dude is missing his face, the other zombies are completely dirty and bloody. If you told me they were just completely fresh zombies a week in the apocalypse, I would not believe you. These are zombies that have taken a fall and will continue to take more falls as I send them to their death. Beautiful. Let's see if we can actually head down more than one story now. Or be met with more zombies. You know what? I am going to lead these zombies around, and I'm gonna sneak downstairs to see if I can attract any more attention. Hugging the wall, making sure not to catch a very easy death. Ah, yep, that's where the bulk of them were. This is the kind of group I'm talking about when we want to throw them off the ledge. If you think about it, it's kind of like herding a massive pile of cats, you know? They all have a mind of their own, but if you put a little bit of food in front of them, it really gets them going. Alright, that's gonna be the full group. Now we just lead them up the narrow staircase, which is definitely the hardest one. We will lose a couple doing this, but the majority should follow us up without too much of an issue. Once we're here, we will take the corner, and I will shout a couple more times, getting them right in front of this spot here. Bon voyage! You see how much easier that is compared to me fighting them bit by bit with our hands? It is night and day. So that's gonna be our new way of dealing with groups of zombies. It honestly isn't too time-consuming to lead them up the stairs. We just have to be very mindful about not tripping over anything while we do it, because it does get pretty darn dangerous, and one mistake would get me completely mobbed. There wouldn't even be a chance of survival. That means if Wilford wants to actually beat his competitor, Buford, he is gonna have to use his mind and play it very safe. So far, so good. I am a little bit worried about the chopper event. We will worry about that once the day comes, though. I think we still have about 2 solid hours of work time before my character gets a little bit too tired, so I really want to use my time in an efficient way. Hello. I'm guessing you were one of the stragglers? Wow, there is a pretty large handful that have finally headed up the stairs too. It's just too easy. Oh man, if only there wasn't that little ridge about 10 stories down, I think a 27-story drop would kill most zombies in one go. It is going to be a little bit difficult to find all the jewelry and trinkets on them, so I'm really crossing my fingers that most of the bodies will be down there and I'll be able to loot through them very easily. Sadly, that's not worth any money. We don't really have any rings right now. Really, the best we have right now is whatever is within this fanny pack right here. Which is nothing. This lady was extremely poor. The water bottle is nice though, given our new problem. I think Buford has finally earned a night's rest, everyone. One of the problems we did before as well was going out way too late, which led to my previous death. It's currently, what, 7 o'clock right now? Which is a perfect time to relax a bit, unthaw some ham, and get some sleep. I am a little bit worried of like the, constant stream of zombies coming up the stairs. So if we do see a couple like this, I won't even bother spending my stamina and my fatigue. We'll just send them through the chute. Finally heading upstairs, as I don't hear any more zombies. That is the sound of silence, everyone. Just in case, though, I will be putting the table in front of the staircase. You can never be too, Oh, there's more zombies. Who am I kidding? I'm hearing them right now. I swear picking up tables in this challenge is like a mark for death. Whenever I do it, the zombies just immediately know. Are they gonna be heading upstairs now? No, they're not. He just stopped midway. I'll leave that for tomorrow, as I really need some shut-eye. And food. Sadly, we have no bread or cheese to make this a nice hot ham and cheese, but we do have a heat source still, so why don't we warm it up a little bit quicker? Oh, wait a minute, you can cook hams now. Wait, that's awesome. Hey, look at that. That is a big upgrade. It went from minus 60 hunger to minus 78. I will be devouring about 1/4 of this entire ham, and with that ham, we will reach our yearly amount of sodium. You know what? I'm actually gonna eat half. I'm really hungry today. I'll be dropping off the rest of it inside the fridge and sleeping for the rest of the day. On day number 7, guess what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the day? Yep, you guessed it, more killing. We won't be doing it instantly right now because if you look outside it is still pretty dark, and if I were to head downstairs it would be pitch black. That's another thing I realize I don't have, is a flashlight. Oh man, that's not a good sign for the future, but hopefully we won't have to deal with the power ever. Okay, we will wait 30 minutes to an hour. It's bright out now, as you see, so we can head downstairs without too much of an issue when it comes to visibility. I'll let you know if anything cool happens. For now, it's going to be a lot of senseless slaughter and leading zombies off the balcony ridge. You know, the best way I would describe this challenge after everything I've been through is it's like the biggest war of attrition, right? A lot of the progress you make is by killing zombies, but there's so many zombies inside Louisville and the skyscraper that it's very hard to actually see any finite process. Which really does give the illusion that you are making no progress at all. Even with this massive conga line of dead zombies, I still feel like every time I go downstairs, there's another 20 waiting for me. But I also realize it's a war of attrition on the zombies' ends too. How many times their faces can plant onto the concrete ground and survive and get back up? My guess is 3. Alright, so we're gonna kill them one way or another. So long as our food supply lasts. That is really the big problem right now, is our food problem. I haven't looted the kitchen yet. Thankfully, I haven't looted the kitchen yet, but it's really up to RNG whether they give me, you know, a proper diet of food, or they just completely screw me over and give me like a granola bar and some change. I see you in there. By the way, if you want some pro tips, I have a couple for this very challenge. When you're going through, ooh, that's a stock certificate, don't mind if I do. Anyways, if you're going through corners like this, always be sprinting through, or not sprinting, always be jogging through. That way if a zombie is on the other end waiting to ambush you, your character doesn't get grabbed automatically, instead they will kind of like shamble out of the way. Also, speaking about these staircases, they are a death trap. Let me just make sure this bottom area is clear. It's not. But the reason why they're a death trap is that if you walk on the rightmost edge where the little railing is, your character will vault over, and because it's a weird terrain object, you will do the Superman landing. Terrible. If you want to get stun locked and die, it's great though. So I found the best way of going up these staircases to minimize that danger is by hugging the wall. And when I mean hug it, I mean you hug it for dear life, okay? Almost at a full angle like that. It completely minimizes the chance that you will go over the balcony and stun lock your character. That's all I have to say though. It's back to the grind. I think it's clear enough for me to demonstrate the thing that I'm talking about now. There are a couple of zombies downstairs, but I'll get to them in a minute, right? The reason why you don't want to hug the railing here is because your character can flop himself over, and that is a very easy way to die. Anyways, speaking about my strategy working, we've been coming across a lot of crawlers so far. Look at these goobers. They're completely defenseless against me. And that gives me hope that most of the zombies, if not crawlers, are already dead. Oh, could you imagine? I would be a happy little camper. I'll be able to get my supplies, and the rest of these zombies will prove to be no threat against me. Oh, am I getting exhausted? No, we're fine. Boom, push you over. I am a little bit worried about the crawlers when in close quarters like that, so we will just tactically navigate around her. It's not like she can catch up to Wilford. I'm still getting used to the new character. And I'll be commandeering that very nice meat cleaver. The meat cleaver is a very solid window cheese weapon, by the way, because of how quickly it swings. Man, there's a lot of zombies here. I'm not going to push it any further, though. I'm going to kill you. No, you know what? We're not even going to push it at all. I'm actually going to... I'm gonna leave. Yeah, as soon as we get these 3 here, we'll throw them off the roof. Sayonara, suckers! Nice. We're gonna go rest for 30 minutes. On our nice little couch here. I like this couch because it gives me complete line of sight over any zombies to approach me, so if they do show up, I can easily get up and run away. We are also getting queasy from the sheer amount of corpse sickness. It shouldn't be too much of a problem so long as the sickness doesn't progress. I will be sleeping in my penthouse, which is completely smell and corpse free. So I think we'll be okay. I really need to turn off this alarm. Where is this darn alarm at? Actually, better yet, if there's no zombies up here, I am going to stop the alarm. We are going to be setting it. I have no idea if this is going to work, by the way. I'll set it to 16 o'clock. I will be grabbing this lumberjack lady here, and we'll just be throwing that on you and chucking you out the window. Maybe that way we can get a lot less zombies congregating towards my location and elsewhere. There is a ridge at the bottom, so it won't help out too much, but as soon as we can get over that ridge, I can actually drop them on the pavement below. By the way, our haul so far has been looking really good. Like, we're making a lot of money. All right, we have gold, we have another Luthex watch, 8-hole money, but the real money that I really have no idea how to actually gauge the worth of is 3 stock certificates. Imikaji, Fibriol, and United Shipping Logistics. Those sound pretty important, so Wilford may be a very rich man if he gets out. We're gonna refill our water. Thankfully, we don't have the tainted water mod, so I won't need to worry about that. Let's head back down. Yeah, there's more zombies. I am gonna ignore them, and we're gonna go down 1 more level. I was expecting a lot more resistance down here. So far, I see, just the 1 crawler that I left behind before? I also spy with my little eye a nice watch. I don't like how close up these guys are, though. So I will be using my meat cleaver to kill them initially. Nothing here. Anything in the leather satchel. There is a stick of gum. That is food. It's not good food, but it might help us survive. We will always take the money. I'm not sure how much is in that money. It could be a $1 bill or a $20 bill. No idea. How's it looking down here? Not too bad. Ooh, and we got ourselves another Luthex watch. I feel like those alone are gonna make us very rich men. There's a lot of crawlers coming up right now. Look at that conga line. It is a beautiful day, everyone. Let's go separate the real danger and we can go kill the 3 of them super duper easy. I've never been so back, by the way. That's another 5 down, and we're exhausted. Now that we are down here, we could employ more fence cheese. That is on the table. If I do it, though, I will not be blocking up the doorway so that we have an easy way of, like, you know, squeezing my way out of a really bad situation. Nice try, bozo. Get the hell out of here. I hear a lot of zombies down there. Are they all crawlers? If so, we could actually stay here. You know what? Screw that. We're heading back upstairs right now. Even though it's only like 5 or 6 o'clock, we are tired and exhausted. You can wait another day. Goodbye. I guess I'll be seeing you on day number 8 then. So far, we have killed 259. A pretty good amount. Most importantly, the ham has equalized our weight. I am half tempted to go back down there to grab a bottle of alcohol that I could absolutely slam, but I'll save that for another day. And that day is today, hopefully. Anything can go in this challenge. It really is just a flip of a coin toss. We woke up with some neck pain, but other than that, we are doing great. The ham has actually been really good for our weight. Either that, or it's me using my new strategy, which is definitely less intensive on my body, and as a result, we're spending less calories overall. Either or, life is going pretty good. I am extremely low on food, and I really don't want to wait any longer because there's probably a lot of uncooked food inside that kitchen that I really need to cook up right now. When we're heading down, I hear no zombies. It's actually really eerie. I'm not used to this amount of silence. I mean, we still got this guy down here who waited for me the entire time. Thank you so much for that. Your reward? Death. Same thing with you, my good sir. I get a big smile on my face whenever I see a crawler. Is there any coming upstairs right now? I don't see any. I'm gonna go risk it. Worst case scenario, a group of 5 comes up, I can maybe lead them over to the window and use my 2 main weapons. The hatchet's handle is about to break, and I have no way of really carving out a second one, sadly. But maybe one of these zombies will have a hammer on them one of these times. That'd be really nice. No, I doubt it, actually. We're probably gonna have to do this with our hands and our mind. Anyways, it's time to loot the kitchen, finally. What kind of stuff do we have? We have barbecue sauce, a peach. I can eat the barbecue sauce. That is really nice. It doesn't go bad either. Blue pens, sheets of paper, phone books, notebooks. That's fine. Most of the food will come from the small little freezer here. Ooh, not bad. Chives, cauliflower, hot sauce, mustard, processed cheese. We also have mustard, leeks, and turnips. I'm seeing a lot of veggies this time around. I'm not one to refuse veggies, but I was really hoping it would be a lot more high calorie. Cow's milk, barbecue sauce, and ketchup. Wow, this is not real food, but I'll take it. A lot of this I won't have to cook up either, aside from the ground beef. You know what? Let's go cook up the food right now. I'm really sad I didn't get here sooner, by the way. That dead rat would have been such a nice little treat. Okay, I actually need to watch this like a hawk before I have the ground beef burn again. Hello? That sounds really close. Oh, hi there, ma'am. Okay, the turnip is done. By the way, that is the most satiating turnip I've ever seen in my life. Minus 23 hunger? That's insane, dude. Oh, man. I mean, don't mind if I do, but I don't remember turnips being that filling. Matter of fact, I will eat the strawberries right now. Ooh, we could collect the seeds, but I highly doubt we're gonna find a bag of dirt here. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat them. Hey, you come here often? Oh, there's almost a comedic timing to those slams. Thank you for the matches. I really don't have any use for it, but if I ever want to burn down the entire tower, I can do just that. Okay, we're down on another level, everyone. Let's go round up the zombies here and lead them over to their death. How many are here, by the way? I see 5 so far. I may be able to window cheese the rest of these if I lead them up quick enough. This is such a good seat for resting, by the way. I like it even better further apart. And I also do wonder how many crawlers that we've seen are actually a part of the initial wave of undead we fought before. I do have to say there are a lot more zombies than I was expecting with how quiet things were before. It is going to become even more daunting and challenging to lead all of them upstairs as well. But I will say we will not have a proper gauge on how bad things are until we can reach the bottom area that I found last episode, which was completely swarming with them, right? So as long as I cross my fingers, we may be in the clear. Okay, you just want to leave, ma'am? That's... Okay, no, she's back. She was just very indecisive. I get that, honestly. You know another thing that'd be really funny? Imagine after this whole entire series is done for, how much do you think it'd cost to, like, fix all the damages with the windows, you know, clean up all the walls, and get this place looking a little bit nicer? I genuinely wonder about that, and it feels very weird to be back here. Also, huge pork rinds, we love those. But yes, it feels very weird to be back here because this is where I technically died before. But here I am, alive and doing semi-okay for myself. It definitely could be better, and it will be better as soon as I clear out this back area here and loot that break room once again. This time, though, I will not be overstaying my welcome. Alright, that's gonna be all of them. Let's go check out the desks. There could be some lunch bags in here. If there are, there's a good chance all the food is completely bad, but I still want to check. Yo, I completely forgot there's also credit cards in here. Alright, any stock certificates for me too? I would love that. I see that very nice briefcase. No, just a pager. I don't think we can get paid money selling those. We have black pens, a back storage room. Did I ever loot this before? Well, if I did, I would get completely amazed. That's a lot of tape, and that's a lot of twine. Don't really need the tape right now, but the twine we could use for crafting in the future. I hear a few zombies. Don't see any of them, though. How does the break room look? We have instant popcorn. I will be cooking that up. Rubber gloves, plastic, more instant popcorn. Wow, we did not get that good of a roll this time. I really do miss my can of oats. There is a small little office over here too. Let's give this a small check. Don't really like this place. Never had the chance to loot it before though. We have a handbag. Ooh, with painkillers. And money. There's also a wallet with a business card, a postcard from Indonesia, and a speeding ticket. Over here we have more notes, pens, erasers, combs, with the final office in here having a lunch bag. Oh, I mean, at least some of it's good, but I would really like a fruit muffin right about now, you know? Still, this is a very good amount of food. I am going to do one last thing today, and that's give this small area down here a little peek, all right? How bad could it be? Oh, it's bad. Okay, with that then, we have a very open area here. I'm gonna shout and we're gonna lead this massive group up into their death. Why is she going up the stairs? Please stay down here. We're gonna shout. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull out my gun and make this real silly. Oh man, this kind of maneuvering really gets the heart racing, by the way, for both me and Buford. There goes about 5 of them, everyone. Pretty good. I will say, the efficiency of our strategy is slowly going more and more down. We had way more than 5 zombies in that small initial meeting, and we were only able to bring up 5 that actually, you know, kept interest the entire time. It's like rounding around a bunch of TikTok children. So, the problem that we have right now is that the further we have to go up, which you can see is very far at this point. Matter of fact, if you look over to the side, you can see the ridge I was dropping them off of, so you know why there's so many zombies down there. But yeah, the more stories we lead them up, the way less zombies we will actually have to kill at the top. So this means one thing. I'm gonna have to be using window cheese a little bit more next episode. I'll just have to be very mindful about my body, as we are thirsty. Anyways, I think that's enough progress for today, everyone. We are now on our, let's see here, 8th day, 5th hours, killing 288 zombies. I'm guessing the chopper event is going to hit later today, or maybe even tomorrow. We got food to last us probably another week if I ration out properly, and yeah, life is going pretty good. Once I do reach that next ridge, by the way, we will have another access point to throw zombies off the roof. And by that time, it should be another, like, 12-story drop, so it should kill most zombies, if not cripple them in one go. Anyways, if you guys have liked this episode, be sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more. I will see you all next time. Peace out, everyone.